Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Can you guys hear me? I think. Let me see. We're gonna fade out this song. All right. So that's my song, by the way, in case you guys don't know. That is my own song. That is my own song. So, welcome back to Clive's English Corner. Welcome back, man. Thank you for joining. For those who, let me see, loud and clear. Wow. Thank you very, very much, Herman. Very much a loyal listener and follower. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for letting me know, because that actually helps a lot. The fact that you told me that like you can hear me is great. All right. So that you heard right there, you guys heard right there, that's my new song. It's called Got to Let You Go. It's just the instrumental part because I still have to record the vocals. But that's me playing the guitar. I recorded those guitars, by the way. So the producer for that take was Andres Carabaño. He is, or Carabaño in Spanish, right? He lives in Venezuela, a super talented, super duper duper talented producer, right? And drummer, super talented drummer. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. I used to play shows all the time with him, but life kind of changes, huh? Life goes on and changes, and one day you're doing one thing, the other day you're doing other. So that's pretty much how it goes. Let's see here. Carolina, welcome, Carolina. Welcome. I am back at the command center, Carolina. Back at the command center, and I just wanted to stop by and talk to you guys and let you guys know you look great after the trip. Wow, thank you, thank you very much. It was a life-changing experience. Honestly, life-changing experience. Like, I don't know, like words are like I will have to put it into words, but it was an amazing trip, an amazing trip. So yeah, like this is like kind of the intro to get you guys in and comment and do, to get the engines going. But let me see here. I said I was going to show you the producer for that recording. So let me see here. Producer and recording engineer, right? So he goes by El Camarita 1984. So just to decipher that, I'm not showing my screen. Sorry about that. Hold on a sec. Share system audio. No. There we go. Boom. There you go. So this is Andres. This is my producer. Oh, I record. As I said, recording engineer and producer. He plays the drums. Very cool dude. We played shows for years together, and had a ton of fun. And now this is his full-time job. Back in the day, we were both doing that full time. He was a student, I was a student as well. And now, as I said, life kind of changes, shifts its focus, and he's a drummer and producer. So let's listen to him a little bit. What's going on here? Hide. There we go. Where's the sound? Super talented, man. Super talented guy, huh? So he would joke, because he's a Spanish speaker. He would joke and say "Que mal inglés," or which means such terrible English in Spanish, and he would joke around because I'm only speaking English, and he would be like whoa, So the way he named himself, it's because El Camarita is it's what a colloquial folklore person in Venezuela would be called, one of those people that party a lot, drink a lot, right? And 1984 because that's his birth year, right? So that's there you go. Follow him if you want to listen to some cool drums, okay? And if you're a musician and want to record, contact him then. You know what I mean? So that's that. Oh, that's my sister. So, right. So the best trip ever, the best trip ever. I think so both of my viewers are on YouTube. So Herman says you look great after the trip. I hope so cuz it has been an amazing trip, an amazing life changing trip. And why do I say that? Why do I say that? Because I have traveled quite a bit in America. In the American continent. I have been to America though. I have been to America, okay? And yes, I know. South American people are going to be, "Oh, it's America." Hold on. Hold on. Hear me out, okay? Hear me out. United States of America, United States of Mexico. Are you going to call United States of Mexico United Mexicans, United State Mexicans? No, Mexico. United States of America, America. It's just easier. It's the way it is. It's not because some oppressive. Blah, blah, blah. So hold on, calm down. Okay, there's a reason why it's called America. Okay, or why they call it America. And of course, I am in Panama, and this is the American continent. Let me repeat that: the American continent. All right, that's why you say America, not because America. Relax, okay? So, um, that's what I have to say about that. So, I've been to America, and but when I was in America, I was with my family. I was younger, way younger, so I did not experience it the way I did Europe. So I have to go there. I have to go there by myself, by the way. If there are any Spanish speakers, what's where the codes close that you okay. All right. Okay. So hold on a sec, Carolina. That's a very good question. I'll display it in a second. Si quienes sintonizan hablan español, dígame hola. Say an hola if you speak Spanish. So I sometimes, translate because I know some of my viewers are beginners. Most of my viewers are either intermediate or advanced. So that's why I keep it 100% English. And that's my favorite way of keeping things because immersion is where you want to be. Immersion is how you want to do things if you want to make your English better. If you want to speak so English, then no problem. But immersion, you want to be immersed in the English language as much as possible if you want to speak proper, well spoken, uh, understandable English. Okay? If you want to truly take advantage of it. Também eu tenho algumas pessoas, eu não conheço a palavra listeners, es, escuchas, não sei, né? Se você quer que eu fale um pouquinho português, também posso fazer isso, né? I can do that too if you need me to, right? And je peux parler français aussi, si tu veux, d'accord? Mais encore, je n'ai pas euh, plutôt personnes de peuple qui regarde ou qui écoute ma programme, d'accord? Alors, I'm not going to speak too much French because I don't have that many French speaking listeners. Let's be honest here. I know my audience. My audience is mostly Spanish speakers and Portuguese speakers. That's my core audience. And people who speak other languages in Russia and in other languages that I don't speak. So the only way I can communicate with you is in English. Okay. If if you need me to translate anything, just shout it out. Okay. Just give me a signal on the chat. Okay. I can check it out and talk to you guys. Okay. So the best trip ever. I was saying that I have traveled the American continent quite a bit. I've been to America. I was in America. I wasn't by myself, so I didn't experience it the way I would like it to. I was in Costa Rica, Colombia, Ecuador, Brazil, Chile, and that's it. I have been to all of those countries solo traveling. And also when I came to Panama, I did it as a solo traveler too. Right? So those were great. But this was the most challenging, long, uh, took me out of a comfort zone mostly. And I loved it. I really loved it. I feel that I have this is going to make me improve as a person even. So the first question here is Carolina says, were the cold clothes that you had enough? Okay, this is a uh, um, uh, I would say, uh, Carolina, were the clothes for the cold weather, or were the warm clothes that you had enough for the cold weather? Okay, that's how I would structure that. Let's go to the whiteboard so you guys can see. Let's see. Do I have the whiteboard open? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So were the winter clothes were the winter clothes you had enough? Okay. Were the warm clothes you had enough? Okay. Or did so in the end, did you have enough winter clothes for your trip? That make sense, Carolina? Remember, like, if you understand what I'm saying, if you understand what you're reading, and or you have a question, just let me know. The chat is there for that. Okay, so that will be a better way to ask that. So to answer your question, yes, yes, I traveled with a very light suitcase. I traveled with a carry on, and I traveled with, well, actually two carry ons. I had I don't have a picture here, but I have the that suit, the maximum size that can fit in the overhead compartment. Okay, just in case you're wondering what I said, overhead compartment. Let's take a look. Plane airplane overhead compart. Look, there you go. Airplane overhead compartment. Right? Boom. This the very maximum size that can fit here. That's the size of a suitcase that I had. The bare maximum. It's like it fits right, just right. You know what I mean? The maximum size. And I had a backpack. So did I have enough warm clothes or winter clothes? Did I have enough? Yes, I did. But what I did mostly is that I honestly I had a lot of t-shirts and long sleeve t-shirts, and those aren't necessarily winter clothes, but I was just layering a lot. That's what I did. I layered. Do you understand what that means, Carolina? Remember, chat if you don't understand. Layered. All right. You know what a layer is? If you're looking at a cake, right? Let's go here and try to draw something. Oh, I'm not showing anything. Jesus Christ. hmm I layered, right? So when you're making one of those delicious cakes that have multiple layers, how will that look like? Well, let's say, for example, I want to change the color. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so let's have some brown here. Let's get some brown here. How can I get some brown? I guess I can't. Nope, I can't. Anywho, I'm just going to use orange. So, you have a layer of cake, right? A layer of cake, then a layer of cream, and then another layer of cake. The dough, the the dough, the flour made layer, okay, the spongy layer, and this is the creamy layer. Does that make sense? So I used layers. For instance, when I was in Santiago de Compostela, to the north. Let's go here. Maps, Google. When I was up north in Spain, it was cold and humid. Cold and humid, man. What a combination. Jesus. Woo. If my friend Carlos is watching, if my brother Carlos is watching, he says, it's not a big deal. Come on. He's already used to it. And he promoted his air. Well, his it's now his area because that's where he lives. He promoted it to the fullest. He was like, move here, move here, move here. Come on, move here. It's the best thing ever. Here, up north in Spain, right? Up north in Spain, Santiago de Compostela. So you see, it's very, the one with the pilgrim's path, right? Super famous. One of the most beautiful cathedrals I've seen in my life. One of the most peculiar cities, peculiar looking cities I've seen in my life because it's very different from anything else in Spain, right? But it's cold and humid, man. Oh man, I could not deal with that, man. Or I could just couple days in, but the first few days, it was shaking and my goodness gracious, it was not good. so so yeah, I did have enough. I had Carolina. I was using a puffy jacket or a puffer jacket. Do you know what a puffer jacket is, Carolina? You want to know what a puffer jacket is? I wonder if you guys are still there, if you are interacting. That's why I play the crickets. You know. So let me just show you guys here. Let me just show you. You know. Sorry about that. I'm just monitoring my stream. So right. So the clothes, right? So I was talking about a puffer jacket, right? So let's go to Amazon. Anytime you want to buy something, what's the first thing you look, or you at least research it in Amazon, right? So puffer jacket. There we go. The puffer jacket is your best choice if you want to keep warm no matter what. And you don't want to layer as much as I did. And I'll talk about layering in a second. But if you just want to wear a t-shirt or a long sleeve t-shirt and the puffer jacket, you'll be fine. Mostly, right? If it gets below, you know, below 10, if it gets below 25 like Canada, then then you should layer and wear this, right? But in my case I didn't have to, right? So I had something like this, or I have something like this. It's just blue, navy blue, right? Let me see if I can get one of my shots, right? Let's go and check those out. Pictures, video projects, Euro trip. There we go. So you see, this were the first days, right? So that's a funny picture. Let's see. Can I go full screen? Come on, don't open it there. That's a boring image browser. Photos. There we go. There we go. So the first few days, I was so cold. So that's why I was wearing, even though it was a pretty sunny day, I was wearing this all day. But then I started to slowly get used to it, and wore more and more and more my leather jacket because I liked the way I looked, except for a few excepts. I don't know if you can still see me. I lost my lip. That's my I'm showing the worst. I think so. What do you mean you think so, Carolina? I think so. What do you mean? Let's address this. I think so. What do you mean you think so? What do you mean? Oh, you mean you know what a puffer jacket is? I think so. That's what you said. That's what you mean. That's what you mean. Some people coming in. If you guys are, stopping by, just drop a chat message. I would appreciate that. So I can kind of like get a feel of what's, who is showing up, who's stopping by to say hi, and things like that. Oh, I did not show the photograph. You did not see the photograph. There we go. So first days, super cold. That's why I was wearing this, a puffer jacket, as I was telling you. That's how you call it, okay? Puffer jackets. So let's say you're traveling, you're in America again. My dear South Americans, don't get upset with America. The name America has a reason. Okay? If you're in America, or if you are in Europe, right? Or in Canada, right? And you're a clothing store, you want to say, excuse me, I would like a puffer jacket. I would like a puffer jacket. Puffer jacket. Okay, let's go back here on Amazon so you can see. I typed puffer jacket. These are the results. Right? Make sense? So, I like the way it looked, but it's sometimes I felt too puffy, so I didn't like it. I would always wear my leather jacket because I like to look cool, even though I don't. But yeah, I like to think I look cool. No, I know I look cool. I know I look cool. So hide. Oh yeah. Let me know, Carolina, what you mean by I think so. I don't know exactly what you mean. I think I'm even streaming on Twitch. That's interesting, huh? So I must not have any listeners there, but it's always a good idea to kind of open my horizons a little bit. Right. So let's see here what's going on. My Twitch. Bring your A game from whatever. I don't care. So, there we go. Good. Okay, so you know the meaning. You know the name. Good. So, puffer jackets are great, but not the most stylish, but they are super useful if you are traveling north, have it in your arsenal for sure, for sure, for sure. Also, one thing I used to underestimate and dismiss, I was like, they're not that useful, whatever. Scarves, man. Scarves are the best. It's pretty amazing how when you cover your neck, and I remember Mireya, I don't know if Mireya is here. Hi, Mireya, if you're looking, hi, if you're listening, I hope you are. If you're listening, Mireya was like, Clive, bring a scarf. But trust me, just buy a scarf. And I was like, whatever, didn't pay attention. But later on, I did buy a scarf over there. And it was, I, I could be not that cold, or sorry, not that, how can I say? Not that, I could be like super cold. And just by putting the scarf on, I would be so much more comfortable. It's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. I didn't have to be so coated, have so many layers. Just by having a long sleeve shirt, a jacket, and a scarf, I will feel perfect. Scarves, pretty good. Just covering your neck. It's pretty impressive how I guess it's a vulnerable area. People who know more about this than me can tell me why they are so effective, but they are pretty damn effective. So I recommend those. So have this, have some scarves in your arsenal, puffer jackets, right? And something to cover your head. Yes, Carlos Elias. Absolutely. By the way, a round of applause for Carlos Elias. He's gonna be a a repeated guest on this channel. Okay, he's gonna be talking about incredible stuff, investments, living in Europe as a South American person, or as a foreign person, right? Um, and we're gonna just have fun in his channel and my channel. Okay, so round of applause for Carlos Elias. And if you're guessing, wondering, if you're wondering, he's the one who hosted me, incredibly so, by the way, in Santiago de Compostela. He showed me Coruña, he showed me Santiago, he showed me a bunch of the vicinities, and what a lovely area that is, man. Carlos Elias, I will be forever grateful. And let's not forget the in-laws. His in-laws are the kindest. They are the greatest, you know, and and um and obviously his wife, his lovely wife, Audi. Hi, Audi, if you're watching, all the best, and a hug and a kiss. And thank you for pushing me, Audi, for trying the I forgot the name. And Carlos, you can help me. The name of the octopus we had. Octopus, I forgot the name, the way it's prepared in, or the way it's made in Santiago. What's the name? Oh, but it's delicious. They were like, "Come on, it's not the same as shrimp, man. You're gonna be fine." And it was. I had it and it was delicious. Pulpo. I don't know, Carlos. Help me out. Help me out with a name. Pulpo something. Well, they sent please, please, please send my best as well. Okay, like they were the greatest, the greatest. What's the name of the local dish made with There we go, pulpo feira. There we go. Oh my god, it's just delicious. Delicious. Okay, now you know what sound effect I need. Boom, 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 boom. That's the sound that comes to my head when I remember the pulpo feria. Boom, 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 boom. Oh man, so good, so good. So yeah, that was the first question, right? So, um, If you're going to Galicia, go and have some pulpo a feria, man. You will not regret it. You will not regret it. So that's the first thing. Okay. The second thing, the first thing, like the clothing, what Carolina asks. So basically, if you're going to a colder weather area, yeah, if you're going to a colder weather area, be comfortable wearing layers. When I mean layers, remember the metaphor I was using, the cake. You know, this is the dough part. This is the actual cake, the spongy part, and this is cream. And then another layer. So layer, layer, layer. Wear one t-shirt and then one long sleeve t-shirt and then your jacket, if necessary. Right? You can buy like, but over there, I would recommend to buy it over there because maybe you can find it in South America, but not really the thing. Um, there are not necessarily puffer jackets, but sweaters that kind of keep you warmer, like thermal. That's the one. That's the thermal sweaters. Let's go to see if I can, if Amazon can help with those. Oh my god, this I don't know why this website. Would you please? Some reason it becomes heavy and stops searching and responding is weird. Uh, Thermal. There we go. So this I learned from Carlos. No, you have to buy thermal sweaters if you don't want to wear a couple of t-shirts like regular t-shirts. You've got to buy thermal sweaters, meaning thicker fabric. They're kind of like hairy on top, like fluffy. You know what I mean? So those are the thermal kinds of sweaters you want to buy. You know, so so layers, thermal sweaters, scarves. Wear something in your on your head. In my case, in Carlos's head case, we're both like this. We both have this hairstyle, so you know we need to cover our heads. Sorry, Carlos. Sorry to do you like that, but it's reality, right? So when you don't have much hair, you need it even more, right? You need to wear a beanie, beanie hat, which Carlos kind of was kind enough to lend. Oh my God, Amazon, why do you do this to me? Do I have to close you and open you these many times? Come on, man. So beanie hat, the beanie hat. It's called beanie, because of its shape. Okay, it's the shape of a bean, so it's called. There we go, beanie hats. Right? These are the type of hats. You can wear a regular hat too, but it won't warm you up as much. Right? So, um, layers, thermal sweaters, puffer jackets. Puffer jackets are, you know, let's see. Good to see you, Serge. All the way from Russia. Wow. How about that, huh? Thank you for stopping by, Serge. Thank you for stopping by. We're talking about the best clothing, how you should prepare if you're traveling to a northern or more northern location and colder location for like the first part of the conversation. Um, so yeah, welcome, Serge. I hope you're doing well. We will have an AMA next week, by the way, for those who are my private students, the ones who are from the family, the LME family. I will see you guys next Saturday at 6 a.m. LA time, which means 9 a.m. for me, 6 a.m. Los Angeles time. Okay, that I will see you there. Right? Ask me anything. If you want to be part of these private live streams, well, you got to ask me. Sponsored by Let's Master English in Clive's English Corner. Anyways, what was I saying? Right. So we were talking about the clothing layers, puffer jackets, thermal. Bye, coach. I'm gonna have lunch. Ah, come on, Carolina. Don't leave me, please. Why? Why are you leaving me? I can't believe you. I It's not fair. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I'll see you probably Tuesday, or we will talk about it. We'll talk about when and how we shall resume our classes. Okay. Thank you for stopping by, Carolina. Thank you for stopping by. So puffer jacket. Let me finish this idea, please. Puffer jackets, thermal sweaters, layers, scarves, beanie hats are game changers. Okay, you don't have to wear the. And if you want to look stylish, you can buy one of those. One of those. You can buy one of those trench coats. They're pretty stylish, right? Pretty nice looking. If you're taller, better. If you're taller, better, because that it don't favor me. It don't favor me, man. It doesn't. I'm a little short about for those kind of things. It can be a little long, and it would look good. But those that like make it all the way to my feet, nah, man. I would look shorter. Makes no sense. You gotta know your limitations, huh? So what else? What else? What else? What else? By the way, if you prefer Twitch, you can also check me out over there. I'll share the my Twitch link later. Okay, it's streaming simultaneously there. So clothing, we covered that. We covered that. Let's talk about the route. What was my route? So my route, as you know, my home base for the time being. Who knows what life will bring me. Let's see. Nice to see you again. Bye, coach. Carolina just bailed on us. I cannot believe it. Jesus. That's the sound. Can't believe it, Carolina. I can't. It's. I'm so sad about this. You left me. So my home base is Panama, right? So I did Panama, Madrid, 10-hour flight. Okay, well, a brick, but it was well worth it. I made it to Madrid, and I decided to stay in Spain quite a bit because I wanted to get to know. I wanted to get to know the country. I wanted to really experience the country. And my other excuse is I had friends all across, right? So I stayed in Madrid in the loveliest Airbnb. Oh, by the way, I mostly stayed either on Airbnbs. I stayed in Airbnbs and and my friends or relatives' places. Okay, so I saved quite a bit on housing. Never stayed in a hotel ever, and a hostel either. So that was a good middle ground for me. Because of course hostels would save me some money, but I will be like sharing the bathroom with a bunch of people. No, thank you. No, thank you. So I'm sorry, but maybe it's because I'm a little older and I'm picky now. Hi, Mireya. Thank you, Mireya, for stopping by. Mireya was the one with the tip. Mireya was like, "You should have a scarf," and I was like, yeah, whatever. You should have a scarf." Mireya told me, and then when I got it, I was like, "Oh man, she was right. She was right." I kept using it once I bought it. So there's that. Um, so the route. Madrid. I stayed in Madrid for 7 days. I went to the Bernabeu Stadium. I went to, all the popular places, right? I'm going to tell you with pictures. What am I saying? What am I doing? This is the sun's door. The sun, not not my son. No, like the sun, right? Um you can't see anything like particular or special there. What's happening here? Particular or special there, but it is a beautiful place indeed. And then here we have kilometer zero, which is something that is very peculiar of Spain. Yeah. It kind of like signals where all the roads originate, or the symbolic point where all the roads originate, you know, because I can't remember what king was, but one of the kings wanted to have Madrid to be like in the middle. Sorry, the capital. So that's why they chose Madrid over Toledo. Toledo is other city that was very very close to Madrid, right? So that was like the middle point, and this is their mascot, their city mascot. This bear eating this fruit, this tree, which I forgot the name, is a tree that produces a fruit that is quite fermented, and it's so fermented that like it's alcoholic, so it can actually make you slightly tipsy. So they it's funny because in Spanish they call it marea cabras, right? Fruto marea cabras, meaning a fruit that can make goats dizzy. Like make them drunk. So they called them they named the tree a Maria Cabras fruit. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. That's the mascot. Everything related to everything related to the city, everything related to the city is it has the symbol. This bear reaching out for those fruits. So I can find it. Mm, I guess. Yeah, I cannot. Let me see. Give me 1 second, guys. But yeah, that's the. Uh-huh. So let me get the name of the tree, man. So excuse the Spanish text. I will help you out with this, guys, if you don't speak Spanish. So history. Let me see if I can find the tree, the name of a tree. Mm, There we go, Madroño. That's the tree. That's the name of the tree. Madroño tree. Let's take a look. Madroño tree. So thank you, Mireya, for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. So the Madroño tree. See if we can get. See if. Well, not Google. Actually, duck go. By the way. Right. So Madroño tree. The Madrone tree was first observed. Blah 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 blah. Let's see. Madroño tree, Spain. It's so fermented. There we go. There we go. It's so fermented that it can actually, you know, kick you a little bit. The sweet tooth bear searching for snacks has been a symbol of Madrid for decades. This is the sun's door, as I told you. So it has the statue, which represents all the Madrid symbols, right? Yeah, I can't. Anyway, so you got to take my word for it. You got to take my word for it that that's the why they use that, right? So Madrid, as I told you, pretty lovely, a little cold, but I had on and off days, sunny days. Even when there's a sunny weather in spring or closer to winter, it's pretty cold. So I had to be layered up, huh? And the lovely, lovely, lovely Parque del Retiro. What a beautiful park, man. Let me see if I can find a picture. There we go. So Parque del Retiro was just nice, man. I loved it, loved it. It has museums in it. That's a museum, by the way. There's a museum and pictures of the ducks because I had this internal joke with some buddies of mine. Uh Glorious Doxu, trying to mimic some Japanese accent. Anyways, that's an inside joke. Okay, there we go. With ducks. um, yeah, Parque del Retiro was. Oh, this is yeah, same day, but after we exited Parque del Retiro, right? So me taking pictures of the vantage points to kind of look at the city and stuff. Beautiful. And something else. Stuff. Mountains and stuff, architecture, museum again. There we go. There we go. This lake is very nice. You can rent boats and stuff. It's really cool. Really, Parque del Retiro is. You can spend a day there and you'll have a ton of fun. Honestly, see, I'm layered up. You see, this is a sweater. This is a long sleeve T-shirt and my leather jacket. That day was kind of sunny, so it was fine. It was not too cold, but I was considerably layered, right? That's how I got to feel comfortable, right? More Parque del Retiro, more Parque del Retiro, right? Very, very nice. Loved it, loved it. I could go there multiple times and not get bored. You know, they have peacocks running around, and you cats running around peacocks, which is what I found odd. I'm surprised that they didn't attack them, but yeah, you know how cats are, right? Cafe racer jacket. Cafe racer jacket. A leather jacket is what I said. Cafe racer jacket. Now it was just a Bershka thing. Oh, that's my cousin, musician too. Great one. Super talented guy. He has a song right now out. His name is Roaming Calderon. Let's see if I can show you guys. A sec. Full screen. No, I don't want full screen. He's like a reggae kind of thing. So follow him if you want to have some cool music. There we go. Rickstaman, Yaman. So he sings some reggae, man. He's very good. You should check it out and see if we can. Yeah, very, very loud. Sorry about that. Can you hear that? Pretty good, huh? Pretty good. So, cafe racer jacket. I'm still puzzled by that, Serge. If you can clarify that, I have no idea what you're saying there. Um, where was I? Where was I? Where was I? Oh yeah, Madrid. Right. So I stayed in Madrid. I worked in Madrid. I was marveled by the speed of internet in Madrid. Both of because I had Madrid twice. The first one because it was part of a trip, and the second one back like at the end of a trip because I wanted to cut some expenses. I could spend it enough, but at the end I was like, hey, I have to slow down. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Serge. I had no idea. I had no idea that existed. So yeah. Uh, up next, let's take a look at the map. Damn. No. Well, I shouldn't have that many windows open. Let me just close this and close this and close this and leave. Let's see. Can we get albums? No. Okay. So I just folders and then pictures. Nah. Recent. Okay. No. Showing you my ID. I don't know why. Hold on a second, guys. Right. So first up was Madrid. Second city was Barcelona. 7 days as well, right? Let's see. I'll just open it like this. I'll just open it like this. Come on. Share system audio. Here we go. So the second was Barcelona. So I I I I I cannot explain it, guys. But the moment I entered Barcelona, I was like, whoa! Like the city is striking. It's like it has so much personality. It's peculiar. I don't know how to say it. It's like Madrid is nice. I love Madrid, but it's very serious, very like very proper city. Barcelona is more like a fun, bohemian, younger looking city, right? So the moment I stepped in Barcelona, I was like, what? Wow. Like it was like, what is this? You know what I mean? It's like it had a very striking look to it, right? And there I was hosted by some dear, dear friends of mine, Gustavo and his son. Gustavo is that friend who you can follow Gustavo on Villamil69 and in Instagram. What's this? What's this, Clive? Yeah, the I don't know why yeah. Yeah, I was letting people know that I made it to Barcelona by train. I took the Ave. It's called AVE, like as a bird, and it's a fast moving train, a high speed train. Right? And the first thing, like my friend was showing me, he's like, "Oh, look at this this pastry shop, right? Like they cover this in chocolate, and guess what? What? I don't think I have to explain what that is, right? And of course, they have one for the girls as well. So Barcelona, full of art, very very peculiar looking, just very artistic, very bohemian city, huh? Very expensive too. Holy crap, it's expensive. Barcelona is almost Paris expensive. Jesus. Madrid is, expensive, but it's the capital. But Barcelona, man, Jesus, like transportation is nuts. You can see there, like weather was a little bit better. I was able to, the racer, the cafe racer jacket, the way Serge name it, right? Uh, that cathedral, that's Barcelona's cathedral, not Sagrada Familia, by the way, not Sagrada Familia. Okay, that's a different cathedral. Okay? Squares there. Oh, I forgot to mention. Right? Anna was his wife, wonderful gal as well. You know, taking care of her babies and helping Goose out. She's the best too. Okay, so Anna, all the best if you're watching. Uh some artists, right? Lots of art in Barcelona. Lots of art here. There's always something going on in this square. Some musicians playing, uh, some musicians playing, like some flash mob, some people dancing. Something's going on in this square. Always some sort of fair, some sort of any. You will there's it's active all the time. As the sun was coming down, I just sipped it up because it was getting a little bit colder, but not too bad. Camp Nou, which is Barcelona's, famous Barcelona stadium, right? So everything is so expensive. Oh my god. Barcelona, you are the greatest. You're really good, but oh my god, lower your prices, bro. You come on, man. It's just what? I would not live in Barcelona. No, thank you. No, sorry. No, thank you. But this girl is like the greatest. That's Goose's girl. She has like Zoe. She has the greatest personality. She's so much fun, man. So much fun. She was like, Tio, calling me uncle in uh in Spanish. Well, not Tio, Tito, right? Because that's what she can say. The yo is like difficult for her to say still. So she was like, Tito, Tito. The first time I left them, I left because where I was with Goose's family. The first time we split, I went to see somebody else. They were like, and she was like, "Oh, Tito, don't leave, don't leave." She's the greatest, man. She's so cool. Uh, oh yeah, this I forgot the name of the museum, but the view here is amazing, pretty amazing. That's the Olympic Stadium, beautiful too, underrated, free mostly. Barcelona is like Camp Nou is so expensive, unfairly expensive. Well, let me take that back. I don't believe that. It's just expensive, right? Ah, the concerts they enjoy, it's pretty insane. They're gonna see the Red Hot Chili Peppers, man. Maybe I have to go back to Europe in June. Anyways, oh man, June. Well, probably those tickets are already sold out. Damn it, Maiden. I like metal too. Yeah, in case you didn't notice. But some of my friends are gonna be, oh, you are a Pussy because you don't like death metal anymore. I don't. I do enjoy heavy metal, trash metal, power metal, even, but I'm a little too old for death and black. Nah, no, thank you. No, when I was younger, sure, but now I'm too old for that. Got bored. People, people is. I'm sorry. Life is about people, not things. Life is about people, not things, guys. That's all I have to say about that. Um, like I said, Gaudi. This is the Gaudi Museum. Peculiar architecture, very peculiar, right? Uh, there's a museum in in Madrid where you can go for free almost every day. Barcelona for free museums. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, right. A limited schedule, obviously, in Madrid. The free, you would have to book it and the whole thing. But yeah. Um, yeah, Madrid, Barcelona is beautiful but expensive, very expensive. Um, that's Liz, the best barista in Barcelona. You can follow her at Divina Dulce. I think it's Divina Dulce. Hold on, let me look for her Instagram. I don't want to do her. I don't want to do her dirty. So mostly Spanish though. Sorry, if you don't speak Spanish, just look at her cakes and stuff. It's all I can do. Uh, yes, that's it. That's it. That's it. She's a barista and you see all her awards. You know, she has her own recipes for her own cakes and recipes. Right? She won these coffee making contests. Right? Catalonia, which is the region where Barcelona is, Spain. She was the champion, second place, first place. So pretty prestigious coffee maker, a barista, right? Aero Press champion, national champion, huh? So yeah, she was a great host as well, man. She was a great host as well. We debate a lot because she says Paris is the greatest thing, and I was like, I love Paris, but Paris is so expensive. And a stressful city too. I love Paris, but I have my reservations with it. Right. So where were we? Right. That's Barcelona. More Barcelona. Just just walking around the city, you're like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. There we go. The famous and emblematic Sagrada Familia. You know that one, right? their own triumphant arc, right? There's one in Paris. There's one a lot of cities in Europe, right? These nets, it's because it's being restored. Some of the parts are being restored, right? Um, Obviously, not as great as Paris is one, right? I do have to say in Paris's defense that all they say, oh, is great. It's not overhyped. It is great. It's just that there are some elements that make me, I wouldn't live there. I wouldn't live there. What was the name of this park? That's their biggest park. It's pretty great, but I prefer El Retiro. What's the name of this park, man? I'm a bad tour guide, huh? Bad tour guide. More ducks. I told you the reason why. uh, some narrow streets, which is the theme in Europe. Narrow streets, beautiful looking narrow streets. This thing I just saw was walking and it was like, wow, this thing looks so striking and nice. Which city did you like more, Paris, Madrid, or Barcelona? Huh. It's a very good question. To live, Madrid for sure. To live, their public transportation is just, I don't know what else to say, man. Like, their public transportation is amazing, reliable, easy to use, just great. And the price is pretty nice. So, most of the city's connected by metro, subway. They call it metro. But they also have some vicinities, like the city vicinities. They have a train called Renfe, tren de cercanías, meaning vicinities train, neighboring cities train. So that's their train network is, Spain's train network is wow. Just wow. You know. This was the vantage point. This is with Liz again. She was like, I'm gonna take you to this place. I'm gonna take you to this place. I'm gonna take you to this place. And I was like, what place? We're like, whoa. the only bad thing, was that it was so cold and I was not well prepared because I didn't expect to go this high. I got a cold the next day. but the problem with that is that now it's not just the cold, right? It's, oh my God, you have COVID. Jesus Christ. Oh, damn it. I said the band, the that word that shall not be named. Sorry about that. I hope that once, you know, don't get me signal or anything. But I had a normal flu, and like a couple of days later, I was fine, you know. But now it's like, when I went to the drugstore to buy some some medication, but you're not coughing, right? I'm like, no. Okay, I'm gonna sell you this and this. It's okay. But you're not coughing persistently, right? No. But yeah, I got a little bit of, it was so cold up there. It was so cold. So cold. I was like shaking. But the view was pretty incredible. Drink your water, guys. Drink your water. Um so yeah. Why didn't I take the picture of the floor? I don't know. But I did. In that scarf. Here you go. Here's some scarves, because like I'm a local by now. I'm not that cold. You are colder than me, so she gave me a bunch of scarves. Mine was not enough. So but yeah, this vantage point, this the view was, and you could hear all kinds of accents. Even Japanese people were there, like, ooh, wow. I cannot. uh, repeat the words they said, but pretty amazing, pretty amazing. Some friends of mine that met me there too. Uh, I forgot their social media. Well, I don't have his, but I have her social media. And that beer is good, man. That was a very good beer. And this place was amazing, man. Like the skaters. This is Barcelona still. A skaters place, ramps in it and bunch of graffiti and like great environment, man. Great like ambiance. This is just great. I love this place. Pretty nice. Very, very nice. The Nevermind is the name. Nevermind, right? Let me erase that. Whose house's Wi-Fi is that, man? Oh God, Clyde, what are you doing? Anyways, we came to Valencia, guys. So here we did Madrid Panama, Madrid, 10 hours flying. Then I went Madrid, Barcelona by train, by the high speed train. They call the Spain's high speed train is called AVE, right? And then Barcelona, Valencia by bus. The company's name, the bus companies, like they have pretty much they have a monopoly. It's called Alsa, right? Like they completely dominate the market. It's nuts. Pretty incredible. There are other options, but Alsa is what most people go for, right? Their buses are pretty comfy. They have USB chargers. They have a screen for you to watch movies and stuff. It's pretty great. So probably the same owners as eBay, I presume. I don't. Anyways, let me take that back. I don't know. You know. So Madrid, Barcelona by train, Barcelona, Valencia by bus. Right. Pretty reasonable length trip. Not too long. So Valencia, very peculiar city. As I dubbed it in my reel, it's a city with a small town's charm. I was pretty unfortunate. Well, not pretty unfortunate. I was just slightly not as fortunate because the weather was not so great. But the like people I met there, which were Maria Perez, and I want to plug her Instagram because if you are in Europe and you are in Spain, please go check her out. Marita Tienda. Marita Tienda. She was my student. And it's so funny because 100% of, I want to say 95% of the times I interacted with her throughout our relationship, I interacted with her in English. And every time she heard me speaking Spanish, she was like, no, Clive, I can't. Like, it freaks me out to hear you speaking Spanish. Let's speak English, please. It freaks me out. No. Let's speak English, please. Because she's a Spaniard, right? Maria Perez. She's a Spaniard, and we interact in English mostly. And cool gal. She's a married gal, and like she has her clothing store, so that's her. She's the nicest person ever. She's so great. She's so great, right? Marieta. Well, Maria Perez, right? That's her. That's Maria. Such a nice person. Such a nice person. And her husband too. So they showed me around. Uh they showed me the local drink, which is called horchata. I think I have a picture of that. I hope. Valencia, like I said, like this is the historical town, the historical town, like the old town. I keep having, I guess those are pocket pictures. I put my like, what am I doing? Like I suck taking videos and pictures. That I know. Holy crap! That's the remainders of the walls that surrounded the city. Like the by the way, a tip I learned thanks to this gal right here. Thanks to this gal right here. Follow her too, by the way. If you want to learn how to travel, this is the gal you want. This is the gal you want. Her page is not in English, but I'm pretty well. I'm absolutely certain she speaks English, so I'm probably sure she will make some content in English as well. If you want tips about traveling, man, this is the one you want to get. Andreina is the one you want to get for sure, for sure. Um, so she's located in the. Her husband is such a cool guy, man. Once I met him, I was like, oh, okay, like good. I'm happy that these guys are together because this guy's he's a Spaniard. They're so cool. They're so cool. Such a cute couple, man. Such a cute couple. They are the greatest. Anyways, um, so what was I saying? Right. So, well, her tip. So she was like, dude, all the cities you go to, free tour, guy. It's free tour, Clive. Come on, what are you doing? So free tour every single time you go to a European city or even in Latin America or anywhere, just to make sure, browse this website. Yeah. For example, if you're going to Barcelona, right, go to freetour.com, right? Come on. Come on. Do your thing, man. And you find a free tour. It's not free. It's just a marketing thing. Yeah. It's just a marketing thing. Uh, you decide what to pay though. If you want to pay €5, you pay €5. If you want to pay 10, that's you pay 10. If you pay 15, they can't say anything about it. And if you pay less, what they do request from you is the review. Hey, please leave us leave a review because it favors us a lot. Blah 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 blah. They have the highest rating. If you have the highest rating, people will click more on that, right? And people will book that more. So what's it's a tour club. It's a walking tour, and people who do these tours are so knowledgeable that it's so worth it, man. They tell you things that you are like, wow, I had no idea. It's great. Every city you go, do the free tour. And if you didn't do it and you go to the city again, then do it. It's just, for example, the first time I went to Madrid, I didn't do it because I was uncultured. And then Andreina, dude, what are you doing? Free tour. When I came back, I did the free tour. I was like, oh, wow. Like all these things I didn't know. So do it. Every single city you go, free tour. You got to do it. It's great. It's a great way to meet people. If you're solo traveling, it's super great. And get to know the city in a deeper level, man. And for traveling blogs, and because she doesn't have as many things here, but she's gonna come with some nice stuff soon. So check her out, follow her. Andreina is pretty great. So what was I saying? Oh, and David is my buddy now. He's a great guy. Um, what was I saying? Okay, so free tour, right? Free tour. Do it every single time you go to a city. Check it. If it's New York, whatever, just try to see if there's a free tour. Okay, because it's a great way to get to know the city. Great way. Anywho, so I was doing the free tour, and this will be funnier for my Spanish speaking people. Paella, right? The paella is the signature Spanish dish. Yeah. Paella is a signature Spanish dish, right? But outside of Spain, apparently we have bastardized the paella, or people have bastardized the paella. They have, tropicalized it or just changed things around. And so people outside Spain believe firmly that paella is shrimp. It's made with shrimp, rice, veggies, and shrimp. That's what everybody thinks. That's their default thought. But it turns out it's not. In Valencians particularly, people from Valencia are very touchy with that. They say, for those for those who tell you paella mixta, which means mixed paella, tell them they are wrong. Tell them it's not even paella. That's arroz con cosas. I spoke in a Spanish accent. They tell it's just rice with things. Rice with things. They call it rice with things. It's not paella to them. To Valencians, mixed paella is not paella. They say, pues esto es arroz con cosas. Si vosotros, si vosotros tenéis pollo y conejo um, gambas, which is shrimp, pues es arroz con cosas. It's not paella. Pues que no es, porque esto no es paella, hombre. Esto no es paella. Que es arroz con cosas. You know, I was speaking my best Spanish accent. My Spanish listeners, you can tell me how I did if it sounded authentic enough, but that's what they do. Pues hombre, pues que no es paella, que es arroz con cosas, hombre. They meaning translation. It's not paella. It's not paella. This is rice with things. Rice plus things. They're so picky about it, man. You see, very, very. Oh, this thing, man. This falla. No, wait a minute. The festival is Fallas Festival. The Fallas Festival, which is the top festival in Valencia. Oh, I forgot. No, they just call it no. Not even rice with seafood. They call it rice with things. They dismiss it. You know, they say it's not paella. This is rice with things. That's how they call it. That's how they dubbed it. When you come, if you show them a mixed paella, that's not paella in their eyes. In their eyes, it's not paella. They say, pues hombre, que esto no es paella. Que esto es arroz con cosas. They say, but this is not right. This is not paella. This is not true paella. This is rice with things. That's how dismissive they are with mixed paella. So they say paella valenciana, like Valencian paella, or seafood paella, but mixed. When you mix seafood and earthbound poultry and rabbit and all these things, they say it's not. So this part right here, they have this prelude to their national, to the regional festivities. It's so many fireworks, boom 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 boom. I couldn't enjoy it like visually as much because it was a rainy day, but it was like deafening, man, and everybody together to watch the fireworks and stuff. I'm such a bad tourist. I forgot the name of it. Fallas is the mascleta. Mascleta is these firework shows that announce the Fallas festival. So Valencia, I want to go back to Valencia in a sunny day. It'll be nice. Very cute and endearing city, you know, and cheaper. And the museum was pretty good too. Not as good as Reina Sofia. One of the best, well, the best museum I was definitely was not even Louvre because I wasn't fortunate enough to go to Louvre in Paris, but I went to d'Orsay, Musée d'Orsay, right? Amazing, amazing. I went there because I had a shorter time in Paris, and what I read is that this is the best museum to go if you're doing a day visit. It's better to go here. So that's what I did. Because got to remember, I was also working while I was working a bit. The ones I could manage due to the time zone. You haven't. I have spoken so much, but I haven't heard from you guys. You have any questions so far, other than this? I think I didn't answer this question. To live Madrid as a tourist for a couple of days, Paris, and for a longer stay, Barcelona, like as a tourist. As a tourist, Does that answer what I said? To live, uh, Madrid. If you're a tourist for a couple of days, Paris. It's like, wow, right? And if you're a tourist that has like a week or 2 weeks, Barcelona is pretty great. It's very cool. It's exciting. It's like on the beach side. It's great. Um, does it end here? No, I don't want to see two pictures at once. There we go. More Valencia, more Valencia. Oh, this is the highest point in um in Valencia. Well, not yeah, one of the highest of vantage points or like view sites, right? There we go. That's the view. And it's funny. I was taking a video of that because it's like it felt like I was Rapunzel, right? Going up those stairs, those um snail like stairs, snail shaped stairs. Yeah, very lovely. Oh, and the modern part of Valencia is pretty good too. Pretty good too. This is the um, Arts and Science Museum. The architecture there is nuts, man. Shocking. Like it's wow. Like this is so striking and nice. Pictures don't make it justice. It looks really like wow. Pictures don't make it justice. And it was a rainy day too. I was unlucky. Right? They have a Berkeley Music College connection there, which is pretty interesting. This is Puerto de Mazarrón, which is in the Murcia area. Let's go to the map. So I went to, like I said, Madrid Barcelona train, Barcelona Valencia by bus. By bus, I went to Murcia, which I was with my buddy Cristobal. Well, Cristobal is a former student who became friends of mine. Because I helped him translate a bunch of emails. He's a fashion. He works in he works in the commercial side of the fashion industry. He sells and food too. He's a dealer pretty much. Let me take that back. He is a businessman, right? He sells he connects and makes deals with the shoe industry, a little bit of fashion industry, and food. Actually has some contracts with Panama, with some of the biggest supermarkets in Panama, River Smith and all. Anyways, so Murcia, I was like, what is it? Like every person I told, what are you gonna do to Murcia? What's in Murcia? Well, my friend is there, and he and his wife Litha, which she's from Panama, by the way, great gal, great people. And I was like, there we go. That's Lisa. That's Cristobal. Cool people, man. Cool people. Super cool people. This guy, Cristobal, has the craziest, wackiest stories you can. He was a politician. He was like the stories he has, man. He almost died in a parachute. No, sorry, in a hot air balloon incident. Jesus. He was in a campaign and like nuts. That story's nuts, man. People he has met, that guy, man. Oh man, Justo is a good friend of mine. Lisa, he chose well, man, because Lisa is such a sweetheart, man. Such a sweetheart. And oh, they were like, check this out, Clive. This is a nearby town called Puerto de Mazarrón. Amazing. Amazing. I was like, oh yeah, but I'm not expecting much of a Murcia. Wow. This is one of those places that you say, I could live here easily. Easily. Just beautiful, man. Just beautiful. And like the town is nice. It's like never ending summer. Well, no, I'm exaggerating. I mean, that like it's not as cold. It's never as cold as Galicia. Sorry, Carlos. But he was like, "Oh, yeah, go ahead and go and move to Murcia because I know Carlos. Carlos is my brother. We were raised together." And he was like, just being funny, like, go ahead with your friend Cristobal over there in Murcia and abandon us here. Ah, so oh god, me with the leg and pocket pictures, man. Jesus. I was just taking pictures of the card. I think I just went through the barber there. Yeah, went through the barber there. Ah, come on. There you go. Yeah, this place, man. Beautiful, beautiful place. Puerto de Mazarrón. We are Puerto de Mazarrón. By the way, it's nearby Murcia. Okay, nearby Murcia. Of course, the posturing picture, and this is obviously my social media picture. Look at how handsome that guy is, huh? uh let's see here. Yeah, that the food that day, man, dude. Like Spaniards, man, they know how to live, bruh. Jesus, they have this 3 course meal or 3 times meal thing. You pay 10 euros. You know, you could say it's steep, but 10 euros for lunch, and you get first like you get an entree, you get an entry, you get the main course, and then you get some dessert. Usually the dessert is like they give you options. You can have coffee, you can have flan, you can have whatever. And it's like they have it all across Spain. It's good, just great, man. It was a novel idea to me because here in the American continent, we tend to copy Americans quite a bit, and we just have this mindless lunch, and yeah, we're done for the same 10 bucks. Huh? It's just, but I don't know why I didn't take picture of the food, man. But yeah, wine, and this is Puerto Mazarron as well. We went to what's the name of this? Anyways, the fort and the Vantage area. Like, oh my god, this was so cool. And, and then you were like doing the cannon thing, and Lisa was like, "Yeah, go ahead and fake with Cristobal that you're like firing the cannon." Oh, we don't have it. Oh, yeah, I think it's pictures they shared. So look at that, man. This is like a place, like an ideal place to retire. This is great. Here's some fine dining, got boys and girls. It's pretty great. Food was pretty great there. Oh, that's okay. Here we are in Murcia, right? Pretty beautiful, pretty beautiful, pretty lovely city. Smaller city. I would definitely live there. Not retiring. I would live there now. You know, this is the 0 kilometer zero where all the roads originate from. Like this is a repeated theme in Spain for some reason. Lisa and Cristobal. Oh, the beef cakes. Um, how's your six pack? Too much food though. Oh, well, let me tell you. Let me tell you. I don't even fucking know. Well, I cursed. I don't freaking have a six pack, but I I kept in shape, man. I every day I or almost every day I did 6 sets of six sets of 30 or 35 push-ups. Sometimes I did some of the sets I did 50 push-ups, but six sets always. Six sets of 30 to 35 squats and six sets of 30 to 35 crunches, right? Sit-ups. So I didn't gain any weight. I didn't gain any weight, and mostly I was doing the same eating habits I have over here, which is like the my version of intermittent fasting. Yeah, which is I basically have two large meals per day. That's it. Two large meals per day. So I was not breaking that as much, you know. I was having more dinner than normal, but nothing too serious, honestly. And the quality of the food in Spain is too high, man. It's like lots of veggies, meat, and but just great, great. Yeah, I'm a exercise junkie. In fact, when I finish here, I'm probably going to go to Power Club and play basketball. More Murcia. No, this is Galicia. So probably you can't see it here. This is I am now with my brother Carlos here. Can't see it here, but the architecture is so different, so Nordic. Looks like a middle ground of Spain and northern countries. You know, like a middle ground thing. Lots of personality as well. Doesn't It's not as bohemian as say Barcelona, but it's a fascinating place too. Just so different. It feels like a different country. It feels like I'm in, I don't know, in the Netherlands or something. It feels different. Well, I was a probably ignorant comment, but yeah, it just felt different. That's Audi, my brother's wife, and Carlos. Right? Oh man, the Santiago Compostelas cathedral is something else, man. Just breathtaking. Just like look at that. Greatest pick, but town looks. I don't know, man. It just that's an inside joke. That's my brother, and other people we were raced with. This is an inside joke. Was the name of our group, of our crew, right? When we were younger, and so this in Spanish sounds ZK, sounds ZK. So we were joking about it. See how different that looks? It doesn't look like anything else. Like doesn't look like Valencia. It doesn't look like it. Just looks different. Different enough to be like other country. And I was doing that gesture because they explained that um, these statues are in honor of some ladies that used to be kind of naughty. So they would grab boys' butt and stuff like that. So yeah, I with the statue. Ah, I didn't take a picture of a bench, the lover's bench or something. It was this curved bench that if you spoke quietly to the wall, like the sound would just make it all the way to you. It's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. The lover's bench. You know, look how different it looks. It looks like another country. It doesn't look like Spain at all. It feels like a different country to me. Uh, Easily be the UK. This was like a super duper 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 old tower. One of the first, like it's like I forgot how old it is, but pretty incredible. See how different it looks? Looks. I don't have a picture. Too bad I don't have a picture. Me discussing with some foodie friends like, oh, is it expensive? Is it not expensive compared to Panama prices? Galicia, more Santiago. My brother says, doesn't that look like Majin Buu, like the villain from Dragon Ball? And they were like, I love my city, I love Santiago, but what were they thinking when they made this? What the hell is this? It makes my city ugly. Take it off. Just tear it down. This is the art museum that unfortunately is underused. Not that many people still here tuning in, but we are going to finish soon. So, do you guys have any questions, any comments, anything you would like me to address, any tips? I don't know. Anything you haven't understood? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Probably this is the inside joke thing. Glorious Doksu. Modern art? Yes. Yes, the architecture? Yes. Absolutely. And unfortunately, my friends, I was in this beautiful place, but there was a Saharan dust phenomenon going on. So look at the view. Even though gorgeous, it was a sunny day. It was a sunny day. Make no mistake. But Saharan desert phenomenon, and you know, all cloudy, unfortunately. But this is gorgeous. Imagine how the pictures would have been rendered if we had a clear sky day. But nonetheless, it was beautiful. If you are a hike kind of guy, climbing kind of person, Santiago is your place, man. Galicia as an area is your place. Look at that handsome guy. Looks pretty good with a beanie hat, huh? Can't wear that in Panama though. Can't wear that. No siree. Roast myself here. Questions, guys. Questions, comments, anything. Mm. Imagine this picture with a clear sky. Ah. Although it looks interesting, right? Looks like we are in Mars or something. It looks like we're in Mars or something. That picture right there. And man, people building their houses here are nuts. They do go overboard with they're so beautiful in Galicia. The houses people build, Jesus, gorgeous. This is okay. So this was Porto. This is the first time I got to Porto. Again, me taking videos. I'm terrible, but this was for social media. Oh, I'm in Porto. And then I was just taking a picture of this because I was used to the paying $10 and whatnot. And here I just paid like what euros? Sorry, I paid like 5.5 euros, 6 euros for all of this food. I was like, what the hell, bruh? uh Thank you, Serge. Thank you. So you see here, you're telling very interesting what? You could say what you are telling us is very interesting, or you're telling us very interesting things. Okay, that's how you should say it. Okay. What else? Oh yeah, the 6 euros thing. I was like, what? You can get all of this food for 6 euros? You're nuts. I was like shocked. Porto. Porto, man. Oh, I can't stop thinking about the city. Can't stop thinking about the city. If there was one city I could picture myself living in, was this. Oh God, Clive. Keep taking pictures in your pocket, huh? Jesus. Can't stop thinking about the city. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. So price combined with the architecture, combined with the cosmopolitan enough, but small place. This is a train station. So unique, man. So unique. The place has its own personality. I know I've said that many times, but oh, I think it's like corrupted files, man. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah. Something happened with the oh god. Something happened with the SD card, huh? Yeah. More Porto. More Porto. There we go. The scarf thing comes to fruition here. The seagull was just hanging out with us there. It's just people would stand next to the seagull and the seagull would be like, "Hey, what's up?" He would not fly away or anything. It was like, "What? This is so weird." He was like, "Hey, what's up, man? Hey." Ah, Porto, 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 Porto. Is this our guide? No, that's not our guide. I was doing the free tour thing. I told you guys. These are the things that you should try this if you want to find. Oh, the Francesinha, man. Oh, so delicious. Did I take a picture of a Francesinha? I hope I did. Ah, that was that was a Canadian girl. I was like, can we speak French for a little bit? Yeah. And the seagull was just there, like, what's up, man? Hey, like, you would stand next to it. People were taking pictures with the seagull. You would not fly away. Okay, so this girl was French Canadian girl. Her English was obviously she lives in Canada, but she didn't sound like a French Canadian. She sounded like British Columbia Canadian. But then I spoke French with her. I was like, let me see. It's French Canadian. French is that different from France, and it's not that bad. People say it's terrible. You can't understand it. It's terrible French. Like, come on, relax. I heard it from her and it was fine. No, more Porto, more Porto. Oh man, this is fado, Portuguese traditional music. Love it, man. Well, you you can't appreciate how heartfelt it is there, but there we go. This is when you feel it. That singer she was lovely. And the interesting thing is, like, since I'm a language junkie and I know Portuguese, it when I heard fado and I listened to her closely, it expanded my understanding of how Portuguese Portuguese from Portugal sounds, and how their accent is music helped me understand. Oh, they pronounce D like this and they pronounce like pretty great. This is the bridge. This blew my mind because the subway or the shuttles would just go by and people were like walking on the rails and like unfazed, and I was like, Jesus, can you please stay on the sidewalk? People were like, oh, this is one thing that surprised me about Europe. Make no mistake, Europeans are jaywalkers. Let me repeat that. Europeans are jaywalkers. I'm sorry. It's like, oh yeah, you South Americans are very unruly and blah. You Europeans are jaywalkers, man. People like pedestrians break rules. You have no idea how bad it is in Western Europe. It's like I was blown away because I expected people properly behaved. We are not crossing the street. We're not jaywalking at all. Think that again. Jaywalking is the act of pedestrians walking in or crossing a roadway that has traffic other than a suitable crossing point. Here we go. Other than at a suitable crossing point or otherwise in disregard of traffic rules. Let me say it again. This jaywalking. The word is jaywalking, okay? Search, did I make any sense? Did you know now? Jaywalking is the act of pedestrians walking in or a crossing roadway that has traffic other than at a suitable crossing point or otherwise in disregard of traffic rules. Okay? Europeans are jaywalkers. I, I, I'm sorry, but you know, people just cross the street like, what the hell is going on? Paris? It happened in Paris. It happened in Spain. It happened. I say Portugal is the least worse, the least bad of them. But jaywalking was wild in Paris. Was wild in Spain. Wild. It's like people go on the zebra walks and they just cross when it's the red light and it's just the car is like, I was like, whoa, dude. I was shocked. I was shocked, literally, because I didn't expect it. Again, this is the Western world, first world. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I'm wrong. This city, man, Porto. Oh, and here they sell the famous Porto wine or port wine, which is a highly alcohol concentrated wine that is way sweeter than the traditional wine. 2 glasses of port wine, and you will be, oh, I am clawing a glass English corner. Oh, port wine. Porto. I can't stop thinking about the city. And in the this is like by the train, beautiful. By the subway station and the river. Erika. Ciao ragazza. Italian girl I met in Portugal. She's the sweetest too. She's great. Solo traveler too. She's still in Portugal. She's doing walking trail that is pretty famous in Portugal. This is pretty funny because when I was doing this recording, I was recording something for I was still in Porto. I was recording something for my class English corner when I saw this church and stuff, and I was roaming around. I'm gonna make a video about roaming. ROAM, Rome. Yeah, ROAM. To roam means to go around a place, to walk without a specific trajectory or destination. And so I was doing my thing, recording, and blah, 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 blah. And some guy thought I was indeed I was a tourist, but I was a distracted tourist, and it was he thought it was an easy prey and attempted to rob me. And I say funny because I was walking and was recording myself speaking English. That's the problem. I was speaking loudly English. I was this is a clumsy guy or clueless guy. So it was like I don't know why. I guess I saw it. So when I turned and I looked at him, he did the stupidest, most obvious looking acting as if he was not looking at me, looking at some windshield or something. I turned my back on him and he still walks in my direction. And on that point, I turn my back. I turn like I look at him like face to face and I stand like this. What are you gonna do? And the guy walked away, but he thought I was not alert. So he walked towards me in a very aggressive way. So I was remembering the Sistema classes, Russian Sistema, which is a self defense martial art from Russia. Sistema, um, and they teach that you have to be part of a solution, but if they insist, then you have to stand your ground. So that's what I did. But it teaches you to avoid conflict unless it's inevitable. Most martial arts teach that. Most. Right? So yeah, I was almost the guy thought it was an easy victim, but man, that's a terrible picture of cachorrinho, like Portuguese food. Man, these corrupted pictures make me sad. This is pretty impressive. Well, the park is lovely, but that water thing was like pretty unimpressed by it. This park was lovely, a lot of nature, a lot of nature. Not that many monuments in most museums as Parque del Retiro, but this was a nice park indeed. And then when I finished walking, I was like, "What the hell?" I was by the seashore, and then I was like, "Oh my god, man! They're playing basketball by the sea, no way, by the beach." And I was like, "I did not come prepared to play. Damn it!" Oh, well, and then I started playing, like and embarrassing myself too a little bit. Um, man, this city. Stop thinking about Porto. I can't stop thinking about Porto. Sunset. Look at that. This city, man. This is lovely, man. It resonated with me. This city, sure. Yeah, yeah. Wearing summer clothing because weather was nice. Summer clothing for a European standard, right? Um, Porto, Porto, Porto. That picture, I was like, I came across a Brazilian woman and can you take a picture? And she was, oh yeah. It's quite a bit. Speaking of food, which one is more tasty? Spanish. I want to say Spanish, man. Spanish food is incredible. It's a really high standard. Food in Spain is food in Portugal is great, but food in Spain is just top tier, top tier. It rivals French quality. Spanish food for sure. It's like it rivals French quality. It's nuts how good Spanish food is. And then France. My last place or stop would be my last stop was Madrid because I went back to Madrid, but Paris, Paris, Paris. It is all they say. It is amazing, amazing. But I don't know if it's livable. An ideal place to live. If you work in the fashion industry or I don't know, a model, sure. But other than that, nope. Tourist flooded. Oh man, this I since I arrived on Sunday, it was so crowded, man. Oh my god, it was so well. This is not bad, but the other places, geez, crowded, crowded, crowded. And since I had so little time, I said, you know what, I'm gonna pay for the bus tour, and it worked great because in one day I was able to see the Eiffel Tower, to see so many places. Of course, this woman. Let me take that back. This person took this picture and come on, man. I remember I took for her like the greatest pictures. She was like, "Come on, you're not looking." Jesus Christ, it makes me upset. You're not looking at your fingers are like this. Jesus Christ. Then this other girl is just like, Oh, thank you. I was like, thank you, because he took a great picture. Look at that. You know, um, crepes are great. Pastries are great. French food is great. Expensive, very expensive. Um, See, I got to see the Eiffel Tower, all these monuments. You know, oh. Sorry, I was annoying my. Oh God, I have to edit that somehow because people can pause it and oh God, that's okay. You know what? Let me just exit this mode. Yeah, and see. Yeah, people can pause it and damn. Anywho, live stuff. You know, um, so Louvre, right? Bridge and the where the important awards for French people, for illustrious people uh, are in. See, I can't remember the name of this, but yeah, beautiful indeed. Beautiful indeed. Très joli. Ouais. Louvre, 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 Musée Louvre. Right. Exaggerating. It wasn't that cold. I was wearing the scarf and the puffer jacket. Come on, Clive. The Notre Dame Cathedral, right? In the bus. Oh, Jesus. This was another recommendation by Andreina. Remember the girl, the gal I told you about? Um, yeah. So that well, right. Well, she recommended this place. Hey, go to this restaurant because you can just go to the top and you can get this view. Look at that. Look at that. Paris is amazing. Parks, man. Just they invite you to stay and hang, to do picnics there, and to just enjoy the park. You know, well, that was all across Europe, but Paris takes this idea to like lengths that are incredible. And speaking of exercise, Serge, over in this like in these paths, there were like calisthenic bars and chin up bars and stuff, and I worked out that day. I worked out. I did a full set of six 10 chin ups, um 6 10 pull ups, push ups, triceps like by like with my elbows like this, inverted push ups, I guess. I don't know how to call that, and some squats. There, right there. More Paris. This museum was this is a special meaning for Venezuelans. I was born in Venezuela, so we say this word coroto. We call coroto any like an informal way of calling things. Oh, grab the coroto, right? So tracing back the history of the word, is it turns out that one of the dictators in Venezuela, um, one of the dictators in Venezuela, um, what do they do? Yeah, one of the dictators in Venezuela had very high regard for Corot, and he was very annoying. Like with the servitude, he was like, "Hey, be careful with my Corot, Coroto." Like people who spoke Spanish or they were indigenous, they just morphed the word into Coroto. So it's pretty. Musée d'Orsay. Highly recommended. Highly recommend the museum. This is, and of course, has Van Gogh's more illustrious pieces of work. Very like highly recommended. Go to this museum. Don't skip it just because I went to Louvre. No, go to this one too. It's like more Paris, more Paris. The Opera House. Paris. The Paris Opera House. Oh God, it's a lot. And then when I came back to Spain, this is the bullfighting plaza. So I think we're gonna come to an end there. So guys, that was my tour throughout the 3 countries I visited. That was my trip. Was it the best trip ever? Yes, it was. I had stressful moments. I have great moments. I shared with great people I hadn't seen in a while. I learned from the mistakes of not letting my friends know that I'm showing up. That was my biggest mistake, not letting them know in time. I should just accept when people want to help me. I'm very proud and very, no, no, I can do it. I can do it. Instead of being that way, I should be more like, yeah, come on. Yeah, let's do it. And that kind of thing. So, you have any questions, comments, anything you would like to say before I finish today's video, today's stream, longest I have done so far, I think. And I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. And I hope you stay tuned for some more. I don't know. Do you have any closing comments, guys? So, my closing comments would be get out of your comfort zone with English and in life. It's the only way you're going to make progress. It's the only way you're going to experience the greatest experiences you will ever have. Getting out of your comfort zone. You know? So, thank you for sharing this with me. Thank you for stopping by. And I hope to see you soon. Okay, guys? Enjoy. Take care. I'll leave you with some more Gotta Let You Go by me. I recorded the guitars. Andres was the producer, right? So I'll leave you with that. In the meantime, if you have any questions, thank you, Serge, for those comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much for those comments. If you have any questions, comments, do it now because I'm about to leave. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.